The hospital stood on a hill overlooking the town, a brooding Gothic structure. Its shadow seemed to stretch further every night. Built in 1888, it was once a beacon of hope, now a monument to misery. The air itself felt heavy, burdened with the weight of untold suffering. Locals whispered tales of screams echoing from within, stories dismissed as folklore. The hospital's dark history began early. A fire, suspected arson, claimed the lives of numerous patients. Then came the unexplained deaths, patients seemingly healthy one moment, gone the next. Rumors spread like wildfire. The staff, tight-lipped and pale, refused to speak of what they'd witnessed. The hospital's reputation soured, the building slowly becoming a symbol of dread. The years passed, but the darkness lingered. Each decade brought new tragedies, each more bizarre than the last. Instruments played themselves, disembodied voices whispered from empty rooms. Patients reported seeing shadowy figures lurking in the corners of their vision, vanishing when approached. The hospital became a magnet for paranormal investigators, drawn to its grim energy. Their findings, often inconclusive, only deepened the mystery. One chilling incident involved a young nurse, Sarah, working the night shift. She heard a child's laughter echoing from the abandoned pediatric ward. Following the sound, she entered a room, finding a lone red ball bouncing in the center of the floor. As she reached for it, the temperature plummeted, an icy hand gripping her heart. Suddenly, the ball stopped bouncing, rolling slowly toward her. Sarah fled, the sound of the child's laughter echoing in her ears long after she left the ward. Another story tells of a doctor making his rounds late one night. He entered a patient's room, only to find the bed empty, the window wide open. The patient, an elderly woman too weak to walk, was gone. A frantic search proved futile. Days later, her body was discovered on the hospital roof, a look of terror etched on her face. To this day, no one can explain how she got there. Patients, too, reported unsettling occurrences. Some claimed to have woken up in the middle of the night to see a shadowy figure standing over their bed, only to have it vanish into thin air. Others spoke of feeling an unseen presence in their rooms, a feeling of being watched. The stories, each more disturbing than the last, cemented the hospital's reputation as a place of profound unease. "I saw her," whispered a patient, clutching his blanket, his eyes wide with fear. "The woman in white. She stood at the foot of my bed, watching me." His words, though dismissed by the staff as delirium, sent shivers down the spines of those who heard them. The legend of the woman in white, a benevolent spirit mourning the loss of her child in the fire, was deeply ingrained in the hospital's lore. A former orderly, his face etched with years of fear and regret, spoke of his experiences. The screams, he shuddered, they never stopped, coming from the walls, from the vents. "I heard them every night. I know what I heard." His testimony, filled with raw terror, painted a chilling picture of the hospital's unseen horrors. These personal accounts, whispers of terror and despair, painted a horrifying picture of the hospital. They spoke of an entity, unseen, unheard by most, yet ever present. An entity that fed on fear, growing stronger with each passing moment. An entity that seemed to be trapped within the very walls of the hospital, its screams a desperate plea for release. Despite countless investigations, the hospital's secrets remained hidden. Was it the site of a tragedy so profound, so horrific, that it scarred the very fabric of reality? Or was it something more sinister, a malevolent force that reveled in the suffering it inflicted? The questions lingered, unanswered. The hospital stands empty now, abandoned, its windows like vacant eyes staring out at the town below. The stories however, remain. Whispered in hushed tones, they serve as a chilling reminder of the darkness that can lurk beneath the surface of even the most ordinary places. The hospital on the hill, forever shrouded in an air of mystery, a chilling testament to the enduring power of fear. If you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more eerie explorations.